Hey, my name is Sue Skirvin, and I am the business leader for Seabreeze Party Sales. And I am here talking with you tonight about more, having more from your Tupperware business. And if you think about the word more itself as an acronym, the M standing for money. You know, we obviously have the opportunity to make more money in Tupperware and have no ceiling in this business. So you have the opportunity basically to write your own paycheck and be able to have the opportunity to grow your business to whatever size that you would like. And the O in more is for opportunity, and it's there for everybody. Whether you've been in Tupperware a week, a month, a year, 10 years, you have the opportunity to, as we say, do a checkup from the neck up and make that decision now that this is time. It's your time to make more money and to have more from your Tupperware business because you absolutely can. And the recognition, which is what the R stands for, that goes along with all of that is also going to be over the top because Tupperware likes to celebrate, don't they? And celebrating successes and developing new leaders is one of our biggest and most proudest moments is to have that person shine. And so you have a whole gallery of people that are going to be recognizing you as you step up. And doing it in April is especially important because you then will be starting our 70th birthday month as a leader, manager, or higher, and obviously making more money in the process of doing that. And the E in more stands for empower. Bring people along with you. You know, it's really almost imperative to do that. It's not something you can do on your own. You know, building a team and working together as a team and empowering them to also have more in their business. And it just comes full circle. So let's talk a little bit about how we can get this party going and get those wheels turning, because honestly, once you have the momentum that starts to move along, you will find that it will just begin a habit, if you will, and it will be consistent in your business. And this is what we're all striving for, is to have that consistent income every single week in our Tupperware business. And it starts with a party. You know, we were built on parties, and that still today is the best way to grow your Tupperware business. So what you're looking at here is the end of April, the last 3 weeks of April, and the beginning of May, birthday month. And having parties each week of each month is what's going to give you that consistency, but it's going to make also your business or your job so much easier because you will each week just basically tweak what you're doing, but it is not like you're having to relearn it all over again. So honestly, having a consistent party schedule, whether it's one a week or two a week or three a week, is easier than having one a month. And you'll see what I mean once that starts rolling in for you. So what you're looking at on here is, first of all, the top week up there is the week that we're in. So on the 11th there, having at least one party. So if you don't have a party right now in your date book, message a friend, you know, let them know that you have set yourself as a goal that you're going to hold at least one party this week to get those wheels turning, the momentum going so that you have your very best May birthday month ever. And it could even be your party, but have that BFF or your neighbor or your sister or somebody, a coworker that you know, to host that first party to help you get that rolling. And then each of these scenarios on here we're looking at is going to be one party a week, okay? And because we're building to our birthday month, and birthday month always celebrates those grander hosts, and doubling a lot of times their host credits, okay? If nothing else, they always get at least 20% in host credit. So party plan every single host to be $1,000 party. Some will, some won't, but you know what? They will shoot for the moon, right? And obviously land a little bit higher than if they hadn't planned for that $1,000 party. So definitely you're going to have probably at least 3 of those parties out of those 5 be $500 parties. And then having a couple of them also be grander parties. And then having additional sales, as we all do, from people that have ordered in the past or what have you, outside orders, things like that, to be able to also bring in the extra income. So in those 5 weeks, to have a $4,000 in personal sales is going to be the bomb.com, especially if you are a leader, because you'll not only make your personal profit, but as a team leader, you also have additional bonuses. So let's take a look at the what's down below here. So as a consultant, looking at holding at least, like I said, 5 parties in 5 weeks, okay? So just one a week, and having in that time period about $4,000 in personal sales, okay? So however you put that together, it might be 2 parties in 4 weeks, 2 parties a week in 4 weeks, or however you break that down. But having that $4,000 in personal sales really should be your goal, because at that point you start making a higher personal sales volume bonus. It jumps. So you have that $1,000 personal profit. You also have the personal volume bonus, which is now at 400. So your monthly income at that point is about $1,400 as a consultant. As a manager, you would still have your personal profit from your 25% commission from those parties. So again, having 25% of your $4,000 month, and this can be any month, okay? Could be April, could be May, could be every single month, okay? Having that, and then your personal sales volume bonus on top of that, giving you that $1,400. But as a leader, you also have the opportunity to have 2 additional bonuses every month. 2 or more, I should say, because at the manager level, you would get your Profit Plus and your Vanguard bonus, and having those included into your personal sales commission, even at the minimum amount of bonus, it would still be over $1,500. So an extra $100 or a little over that as a manager. As a star manager, again, with the same personal sales, but your team being a little bit larger, as you had moved up to star manager, your bonuses would also increase. So everything you do increases your income. And I think that's one of the key things. And you are totally in control of changing your title. So having the star manager title at that same level of income from your personal sales, and then adding in your leadership bonuses, now it's going to go up an additional, in this case, 1625. And again, that's looking at your personal 25% commission, your personal sales volume bonus, your Vanguard bonus, and your Profit Plus bonus. And that Profit Plus bonus does increase or change with your title. So it continues to grow. And then the executive manager actually will, I love to call it the sweet spot, because it could include a third bonus. It would have your Profit Plus bonus in there. It would also have your Vanguard bonus in there. And after consistently having your executive manager paid as title in place, have another bonus in addition to that. And we call it an executive manager bonus of $150 more every single month as an executive manager. So let's look at, and that brings you to almost $2,000, okay? $500 a week, give or take, right? So, but if you look at the calendar, starting with the very first party that you have dated and having it be one that is going to result in the 2 additional bookings from that party, giving you one into maybe next week, okay? And maybe one into a couple weeks down the road. And that would actually land into your birthday month and the first week of birthday month, which is awesome, because the first week of birthday month is always the best. It just is, okay? So now you've held 3 parties in the last 3-4 weeks, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, okay? But we're not finished, because we also then have that party next week that's going to yield 2 additional parties. So one will fall into the next week before we close out April, because they love that host gift special. And then one's going to fall also down into May, which is going to be, again, during birthday month. So now you've had your 1, 2, 3, 4 parties in the first 4 weeks there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, okay? But it's going to continue from there, because you also see where you have your new bookings, and each of those hosts, you are going to coach them so that they too can earn their host gift specials and their extra host credits, because in May there will be additional host credits. So it starts with that host coaching and giving them the word choices on how to invite, and what they'll need to have as far as attendance and outside sales to be able to make that happen, because they want it to be the very best party that they could possibly have as well. So looking at each week then throughout the rest of the calendar, having at least one party in each of those weeks, and some of them you may end up with 2. Now, if you have 2, you've got obviously an opportunity to make even more money. But looking at just getting that very first party rolling is where you're going to start that momentum and start seeing the people, because the next part of this is actually going to be empowering others to join you. So let's talk a little bit about that. And this can all be done at your pace. Okay. So if you're looking at this as maybe too soon for you and you haven't really set your goal for this yet, you can start this anytime. But all of those that are looking for more right now in their business can start this right now in April and have this momentum and everything rolling into place for them for the start of May birthday month. So you set the pace on how fast you want to make this happen. So looking at, first of all, what it takes to step up to manager. So consultants, looking at having your 3 personally recommended or recruits that join you in the business, and having their active status, which just means they've at least submitted their first $100 or more. So their status now changes from new consultant to active consultant. So they are going to be counting as one of your 3 personal recruits at that point. And then you holding at least one party. Now, I know we were just talking about one party a week, and that truly is the best way, because not only will you make more money, but you'll also see more people that you can date, that you can recruit, and that you can work with. Okay. And then the third component to stepping up is you collectively with your team members that you have brought in to have a total of $3,000 in total unit sales. Doing all of those things before we conclude April is going to have you starting the month of May as a new manager. Okay. But what if you want more than that? You know, I talked about the different income levels, and gosh, we can get up to 1,700, almost $2,000 a month instead of, so shoot for the moon. Okay. And bring in more individuals during the month of April, or empower more folks to join you in Tupperware. And when you have 6 that are now part of your immediate downline or your level 1 team members, your personal recruits, and they have their active status, so they've submitted that first order at least, they have now the ability to count towards one of your 6 that you need to move up to star manager. So your personal sales will still remain having your 500 or more. And again, that's where you have an opportunity to make more money, is from 1 a week. So at least one party out there. Having your team sales now, and your team sales also are your personal sales included in your team sales or your unit sales. So you and your 6 new consultants or your 6 personal recruits are going to be what will qualify you to actually change your status from consultant to star manager. And yes, you can step right from consultant to star manager. And you know what? As a step up bonus at each level, you would actually have the opportunity to be able to capture bonuses along the way for moving up too. So there is more, always more in Tupperware when it comes to things like that. So now you're a star manager, and you're going to start May birthday month as a new star manager. How does that feel? Well, it could feel a little bit better, because we do have one other manager level that you could take advantage of and start May as an executive manager. And an executive manager would continue to welcome new people into the business during the month of April, and have a collection now of at least 9 personal recruits that are all active during the month of April. And then again, your activity as a consultant or future manager, holding parties of your own and having your personal sales and your unit sales or your team sales, it's also going to grow by those additional team members. So you have at least $9,000 in total unit sales to be able to move up to executive manager. And that sweet spot that I mentioned a few minutes ago is that $150 executive bonus. And that will kick in once you have actually had your paid as title for 2 months back to back as executive manager. You would add that onto all of those other bonuses that we talked about just a little bit ago. So the sky is the limit, because it continues to go up from there. It does not stop at the manager level. That's just the beginning, just the beginning. But being able to get that started now is what is going to help you to make more in the month of May, because of that 5-week birthday month. Are you excited? I am, just thinking about it. So what do we got to lose? Nothing, absolutely nothing. absolutely nothing, but you have a whole lot to gain. And you can take this time that we have right now in front of us to finish out April by putting in place that first party and then the additional parties that are going to come in, getting those recruiting antennas up and really, really scouting out and looking who you would like to work with in your business and getting that all put together so that you can start the month of May as a new leader. So the first step is date a party. Just any, it could be, like I said, your best friend, your neighbor. Maybe it was somebody who, if you've been in for a little while, has done parties before and is always good for a new one, for another one. Whoever is going to hold that first party, share your goal with them so that they can also work with you to make it a superb party to help launch your new career. So date a party is your first step. The next one is share your goal with everybody, not just that host, but everybody, and invite them to join you on this journey. It is a journey, but it's not one that you do on your own. You do it with the help of others, and we all do. So when you help them, they help you, and vice versa. So it is definitely something that they want to be a part of when they see the excitement and the energy and the success and the happiness. All of those things attract others to you. So be excited about your new venture and about your new goal that you've set for yourself and have others join you in that process. The third thing is come up with a team name. That's sometimes the toughest part, right? Is to think of a team name, and our team name is really just what we want to name our unit. It should be something inspiring or something that has a deep-rooted meaning to you, something that you could really share with the others that are part of your group. But come up with that team name and share that with your upline, because that is something that also helps to put it in stone and make it reality. Okay. And then the fourth step is just repeat. Date another party, welcome more team members, and repeat. Okay. Until you have the team size that you want and need, and also have the team sales that you want and need to be able to move up to the next level. And don't stop there then. Celebrate that success once you step up, but then set a new goal. You always want to set a new goal to continue to move up and to better your best. So I hope this gives you maybe a little bit of insight on, really what it takes to be able to have more in the business. And honestly, it's really that checkup from the neck up, making that decision that you deserve it and that it's time for you to be able to have more from your Tupperware business. So enjoy the rest of our spring event, everybody, and have an amazing close to your month of April and a superb month of May. Thanks for being here.